Now, at the very top, you have a single camera sensor. And I think for a lot of people out there, a single camera sensor, especially for me, I like having multiple cameras. But back in 2015, this was probably, I think, the best camera or one of the best cameras that came out that year. It's a single 12 megapixel sensor. And I remember using this phone's camera, as a daily phone. I was using it as my main phone. And I actually not only did I have a pretty good time with it, but that camera was something that was really impressive. I liked having the ability of, not only shooting 1080p at 60, but also shooting 4K videos. Now, I never really shot 4K, which is funny because you would assume that, oh, I make all these YouTube videos and stuff, I would probably do it. But I never really did. I just stuck to 1080p at 30. But I think it was more so the mental aspect of, this phone being able to go up there if I need to is something that really put me at ease for most of the time when I was using it. If I was away from my, main DSLR at the time, I would still be able to use this iPhone. And, it takes pretty decent photos still. It looks great as long as you kind of brush off, the camera lens and kind of make it look a little cleaner. And I don't know the best analogy, but maybe like with like an electric car, for example, if you have like one that has like a 500-mile range and one that has like a 1,000-mile range, and let's say you're traveling like 300 miles every day. I know that sounds crazy, but you would be kind of a little at ease with that 500-mile battery, wouldn't you? You'd be like, oh, like, I don't know, like it's definitely going to make it, but I'll definitely be scared. Versus having 1,000 miles, you'd be like, oh, that's great. Like I can go there if I need to, but I'm probably not going to do it. My travel is 300. It's the same thing with this 4K at 30, 4K at 60, even 8K. It's like you're never going to do it, but having the capability of doing it, it just puts you a little bit, makes you feel a little bit better. And this camera, I think, is perfectly fine. If you're taking photos, you don't have portrait mode or anything, but for a single camera setup from 2015, I think is totally okay. You have a 5 megapixel front facing camera that shoots 1080p videos at 30 frames. And again, if you're going to make like TikTok videos, if you're going to do like Snapchat selfies and stuff, like I think you're going to be okay. Honestly, that's pretty much 99% of what I do on a phone. Whenever I'm using the camera, is usually that front facing camera. And I think this camera is okay. It's definitely not going to wow anybody. It doesn't have any crazy features, but I think for a majority of people out there, like I stated, it's probably going to be okay. So for a 2015 phone, this camera sensor gets a thumbs up for me in my books. Now,